Hey, MadLab Nation, how you guys doing? Rainmaker 201. This is your host, Greg Mack. Hope you're doing well. We're getting into the new year, 2019. Hopefully you've got your goals and visions and plans all laid out and that you're working every day to try to get a little closer to them. Because remember, the definition of success I like, which is the definition posited by the famous Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, primarily, but I think Napoleon Hill also propagated this definition. I heard it first from Earl Nightingale in his video, very famous video now, The Strangest Secret. Earl says that success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. And what this is important to me about is the idea that success is literally found in the mere fact that you're working today or tomorrow a little bit more towards what you want. Success is not defined this way by the outcome, the ultimate measure. And that success is just digging in, working every day a little bit to move towards your goals. And if you're doing that, you're already successful. And this is so important that we embrace the process and not the outcome. Because if we can't embrace the process, the outcome is not going to mean a whole lot. And sometimes you can't control the outcome, but you can control your effort, you can control your energy and what you do every day. And so if you're wondering if you're successful or not, I can tell you right now, by that definition, if you woke up today and you started working a little bit more towards your goals and dreams, you're already successful. And that's exciting because we often allow these things to affect our self-esteem. And when our self-esteem is affected, that degrades our ability to do the thinking and the motivation, the behaviors necessary to grind out the work we got to do to work towards that. And so you're already successful. So let's keep going. And I wanted to pick up a little bit on the post I just did on the MadLab forum regarding talking to a suspect or prospect who just kind of blurts out to you or tells you, hey, I'm thinking about going down to the local Globo gym and signing up and being a member there. Or I'm thinking about, just going to physical therapy. Or I'm thinking about joining one of your competitors around the corner who does CrossFit. Or I'm thinking about doing Orange Theory, right? The consumer has a ludicrous number of options in terms of activities and programs and services that they can engage in regards to health and movement and fitness and exercise. And so I don't want you to panic when they say something like this. I don't want you to freak out and kind of go, oh no, man, they want to go down to the Globo gym and join a membership. What a dumb idea. Don't do it. The only person that's allowed to invalidate and break down their own decisions or potential decisions is the prospect or the member. They're the only ones that are allowed to determine if their decisions were bad or good, not you, because it doesn't feel good when someone comes to you and you've made some decisions in the past or that you're currently executing, and they tell you you're dumb, that was stupid, and you made a bad decision. It doesn't feel good. They might think they made a good decision. And our job in the sales transaction is to try to keep our prospect feeling good as much as possible, given the duress already and the defensiveness that often exists in the sales transaction. And so when someone says that to you, I'm going to the local Global gym or I'm thinking about it, I want you to say, oh, thanks for sharing that. That could be a good idea. Maybe it's a good option for you. Can we talk about that a little bit? They're probably not ready for that answer. They're probably thinking when they said that, you're going to tell them that they're dumb, that there's something wrong with the Global gym, and that's a stupid decision, right? Because that's what most sales clowns do. And you're not a sales clown. You're a professional. And professionals don't do that to people who have independent will and independent thinking. But what I do want you to do is to start asking them questions about that decision. why they're thinking about that, what gym they're thinking about, why that gym in particular, and what are the benefits and um, some of the cons that they could think of about joining that gym and engaging that process. What are they hoping to get from a gym membership? How do they evaluate whether or not a gym membership is important and will meet their goals and objectives? And so you've got to keep the interview going in this direction. And what might just happen is what? They talk themselves out of that decision as you guide them through. It's just a simple series of questions and help them do that analysis right here and there and now. So don't panic and freak out. Walk them through the decision, ask them straightforward, clear questions about that, and let's see where that goes. And then you can start giving them a clear compare and contrast between what they just shared with you about the pros and cons of joining the local global gym. And then you can start sharing and talking to them about what you do and asking them questions regarding your products and services to see if what you do and what you offer compares and contrasts with the gym in a more favorable light for them. Because remember, we're not trying to make anybody do anything against their will here. We're not trying to talk somebody into something that's not good for them so we can make money. That's what unethical sales is all about and what the modern consumer is sick and tired of. It very well could be that that's the best decision for them once you figure out and they figure out what they really need. And you have to be okay with that. Because if you make these conversations and these interviews and these sales processes all about you and making your money, that's going to leak right out of you. And you're going to get a reputation as somebody who what is only about the money. Now, I know you got to make some money. I get it. Right? But hopefully we can make it without a Machiavellian process, right? Where the ends always justifies the means. And you can shuck and jive and lie and cheat and steal your way to making money. That's not cool because you're not going to build a high quality practice, a high quality gym community that way. You're going to get figured out eventually if that's what you're doing. And so if you sincerely, genuinely want the best for this person, that's going to come out of you as well. And this is one way to do it. No one's probably ever done this with them before. Help them make a decision that's best for them. And so that's my advice today in today's podcast. When you're talking to a prospect, remember, and this is how they start talking to you. Don't panic or freak out. Tell them that that could be a good decision to make. Can we talk some more about that? Start asking some questions and explore the full extent, depth, and breadth of what that decision means, its potential consequences, and we'll see where the cards may lay at the end of that. I think you'll find that quite often they're going to talk themselves out of that situation as long as you can answer some questions they need in regards to what might be missing, the cons of that particular choice, as well as maybe doing a little bit better in terms of serving the pros of that particular choice. But you won't be able to unless you know how they're thinking about that other choice. All right, get to it. Got a busy week this week. Let's go out and meet some humans, talk to them, see whether or not they're viable candidates to be part of your professional world at your gym and whether they need your coaching.